T minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Own it, own it, own it, Kong. I own it. It did.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
The #1 wrestling show on the planet. Can you hear me now? I am Al, one half of you Dynamite dolls. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. Who do I got with me? What one half of the Salt Shakers? My fave, Nickie.
I feel like this might turn into a permanent thing.
I'm having fun with you.
Listen, I always have a good time. Did you enjoy the show tonight?
You know what? At first, the first half, I was like, I mean, it's a good show, it's decent, and I was like, where are we going with it? And then that chaotic main event, I was like, oh, now I have some things to talk about, because it wasn't going to be much tonight if I didn't get what I got.
I personally like. There were some surprises.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie, some surprises that I don't think that I genuinely was expecting.
Yes.
At all.
Well, it is Wednesday. It's Dynamite, and you know how we do here on Dynamite. Well, hold on. We have to do we got to do a check-in.
Oh, Lord.
What are we feeling on our spice level? This is what happens. Give me a video clip.
It was a little spicy.
A little bit. Are we a mild to medium? Like,
I'm gonna say mild.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say mild.
I agree.
Because I think more than anything, the women really showed out tonight.
Yes.
Like 100%. I think a lot of the men were kind of just thrown together, and stuff. But I think with the women, like, once again, we have to count over 10 women we saw.
Yeah, I got worried because it was all in the end. Like I said, this got me. When I saw the one match, I go, ooh, all right, okay.
Listen, I'm going to be honest. One whole hour, I think it was like 8:06. And I was just like, well, 6:06 for your time.
Yeah, and I was like.
I was like, okay, we don't have any women. Not a segment. Yeah. I don't even think Aubrey was out there,
Yeah.
We forgot to count her last week. So I think we got up to maybe 14.
If we count Aubrey, yeah, we're going to go to 14. Yeah.
14. So here we are.
Yes. So.
Rhea, please stop messing with my damn lights. Thank you, management. This is AEW.
So, we got a little this was the whole card. It's Shark Week.
Mm-hmm.
So we got fun graphics for Fyter Fest. Night 2, week 2, night. I don't know. Night 3. I don't know how they're doing
We're
it.
night 2.
No, I think they counted last week as night 2.
Shut the hell up.
Yes, Rampage counts as 2. This week counts as 3.
Oh,
Friday counts as 4.
I was joking on them because I was like, oh, someone did a typo on Twitter. Night 3, it's night 2. So
No.
Rampage counts as night 2.
Yes.
Interesting. I love their graphics. AEW killer.
Yeah. Like this is fun. That's why I was like, okay, there's gonna be a couple of these because I just liked the look of it, the aesthetic. So
Oh, yeah.
this is we have our main event, Jericho, Eddie Kingston, barbed wire everywhere. We heard from FTR, we heard from Swerve in Our Glory. We had our our original trios match that turned into a tag match. We had Cage and Luchasaurus versus the Varsity Blondes, Best Friends versus Moxley and Wheeler Yuta. So a stacked card on paper. It didn't look so good when we started, but it ended pretty good.
Yeah.
So we opened with Brody King versus Darby Allin. My dude, Brody King. This match went crazy. That was like 2 seconds in.
2 seconds.
You blink and you look up and you're like, holy crap, what are you doing?
How am I to even believe that it's gonna get better than this, right?
Yeah. Like,
Darby Allin is a mastermind, honestly.
Insane. These two are insane. I love watching them wrestle. You know, again, shout out my West Coast dudes. Love to see it. Love Brody King. I'll say this till the end of time. We got this spot again, which I'm not going to be sick of him holding a man and just dangling him.
No, not at all.
Just Darby's just.
We love a good brawl.
Yes.
Like, but we love a good spoon, right?
This was. He was really holding him. He was like, "I love you, man."
Or do I? Or do I just love to kill you at this point?
You know, they're passionate.
Very, very.
So this went on. Darby's throwing himself around. Brody's throwing him around. Ultimately, Brody wins. We get some beat up. Sting comes out.
Sting!
It's Sting!
Sting! Jamie, one of our subscribers here, loves Sting.
A good spoon. Yes.
A good spoon. So I know she's happy about this. It took Sting long enough to get to the ring, though.
Well, you know.
That man was taking his time.
You know, we all don't walk like we used to when we're older. Things hurt.
Well, and I think it creates that illusion, too.
Yeah. I mean, look at how long Roman's taking to get to the ring now.
Girl.
You just gotta, people take it in. Hey,
hi,
Bobby. So we had a stare down. Lights went off. We don't know what's happening because AEW apparently doesn't pay their light bills, so it turns off every so often. Sting gets misted. Sting is blind. He can't see. Who comes out?
Miro. Who would have thought? Miro.
Yeah, this was weird. They just had a little stare down. Malachi did a little winky wink. However, if you look at Miro's sunglasses, one is darker than the other.
Like,
what does that mean?
Is he joining?
I mean, it would be kind of cool. He's been talking about his God. What if Malachi's his God?
Oh, Jesus. I personally, we've never from WWE to AEW, we've never seen this man in a dark role, right?
Yeah.
I think it would benefit him so much more because for me, anyone that's involved in the House of Black, they don't really have to have a title.
No.
They are, I mean,
it's just they're automatically badass, and you're like, I'm not gonna mess with these people.
They're still growing on me.
Yeah.
I will say this: they're growing on me. Not the top faction for me because obviously the factory. Let's just be honest. Um, but I hate the Dark Order. I hate all of them. I don't care. Yeah, I know. I hate them. I can't stand them.
We're gonna talk in a minute.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
but
some words
House
for you.
of Black is, Dark Mirror.
Dark Miro. That's his new name, Dark Miro. If he joins
Miro.
House Black, is Dark Miro.
What if CJ Perry comes and then there's two women?
She has dark hair now too. She could
She
be.
does.
She could be hella goth. She could take Julia under her wing. They could be a tag team.
Yeah. And for those that don't know who are casual, CJ Perry is formerly known as Lana.
Mm-hmm.
She's been doing a lot of acting, a lot of moving around, a lot of moving and shaking lately. I know a lot of people don't think that Lana was a pivotal role in WWE, but I believe she was. She used to get big pops. And I honestly believe that if CJ Perry pops up at AEW, she wouldn't even have to wrestle as much.
No.
Her and Julia could tag from from here and there. It could be a spot, but Miro.
What would happen is, sorry, I was gonna say Miro joins, but then he gets, he uncontrollable, unruly. So then the only person that can control him is CJ.
There it is.
Think of it. I bet it should be super dramatic. There'd be like a veil. You know what I mean? Full.
Stunning.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. You're picturing it now, right?
Yeah. Turnbuckle Glam would go crazy.
Like a full goth bride. Give me what I want.
Yeah, chef's kiss.
So then we had this little promo. Ricky Starks and what's this man's name? I'm sorry, he just died. I don't remember his name.
I know he was Two Dimes.
Yeah.
T. Cody? Is it Cody?
Yeah, I think that sounds right. That sounds correct. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I literally have it somewhere written down because I was like, I'm gonna remember. Sorry, sir. But he's alive. He's resurrected. He is going for that FTW title that we remember. Cole Carter. There we go.
Okay.
Cole.
Listen, they just sprung a leak. So
listen, yeah, he just came back. Looks pretty good for sleeping with the fishes. Good job, you. So
obviously he can swim.
Yes. So we had that promo. Also, shout out to everyone keeping on a theme. Tony in that Shark Week little foam hat. I want one of those.
He is so cute.
I want one. Why didn't they TonyCon? Why didn't you send me that? I love branded merchandise. I would have plugged Shark Week for you. Come on, bro. You know how
we literally would plug it for free.
I would. I would look ridiculous. I love looking ridiculous. Give me one of these. Give me one of these stupid hats. So then we had our next match was Best Friends versus Moxley and Willa Yuta. We had Orange Cassidy and William Regal on commentary. Just why not?
I love Orange Cassidy.
My dude.
He's a god. He really is. That man is utterly spectacular. And I mean, William Regal himself, obviously a legend.
Can't go wrong.
That man has always looked 40.
Yeah. I don't think he signed. He's just been he was on Dark this weekend and now he's on, so he's just hanging out. We'll see what happens. So this match also got very intense. The four of them just beat the crap out of each other.
I was scared.
Are you okay? Did this match too much for you?
Damn.
Sorry, this isn't Raw.
Yeah, like, honey, just don't worry about me in my eyes. Like,
no.
Why were we going this hard on a Wednesday night?
For the love of battle.
Love it.
Listen, they've had beef. Best Friends brought in Wheeler, then he went hung out with BCC. So it's these boys and their drama.
Yeah.
Look how hard these boys wrestled.
Listen.
They died.
This is a hump day photo.
Mood.
Mood. Like just everyone just sprawled out, right?
Yes. This will be me and you after the show.
Right.
So it was a very, very hard fight. But Moxley and Wheeler keep, they keep on winning. Just good.
Yeah.
Going in, and then good for Wheeler to win right before Death Before Dishonor. You can see Daniel Garcia in the corner of his little picture over there. So I think he was watching that match too.
Daniel Garcia is like that badass kid.
Yes.
That just like he's just bad as hell for no reason.
He
Like
bad.
a rugrat. And he's going to run havoc.
Oh, absolutely.
Saturday.
It's to go crazy. You know what it is? He has like a mom who loves him, but he's still acting out. Like that's the vibe.
There it is. Are you going to be joining us for the post show on Saturday?
Unfortunately, I will not be. I will be a few hours away at an indie show.
Ooh, good for you.
So shout out Best of the West. We're gonna get a new women's championships. Yeah. So we'll be there. I'll pop maybe if I'm here, maybe I'll
it's
pop
a late show. It'll start at 9:30 your time.
I might be just leaving, so it takes an hour to get from there to here. So
listen,
I might not. I would love to because actually, we'll get into it later. But the card looks stacked for this week.
Ooh.
I will have to catch up the next Sunday. So, look, next up, our tag team champions, Swerve and Our Glory. Just
here we are.
Good job, boys.
Now the jury was still out for me on this tag, but now that they put the belts on them, I do believe that it's starting to make sense because I know everyone loves the Young Bucks, but having Swerve in the Glory running the division as champions makes sense. So now I'm starting to warm up a little bit. I did want to see Swerve kind of away from the faction, away from the tag team, but to each its own. And I'm starting to appreciate it. I won't say a fan, but I'm appreciating this.
All right, I'll take it. I've been on this train since the beginning. Yeah. I understand wanting Keith to be on this. I understand wanting to be both of them to be on their own. They're amazing separate, but like putting them together, it doesn't hurt either of them.
Yeah.
So it's like when they go back into singles, it's gonna be fine. It's not gonna be anything to worry. I'm not worried about either one of them.
Yeah.
So this was an interesting segment. So then Smart Mark and Tony Nese come out trying to get Swerve out of here.
I'm distracted right now. I'm sorry.
It's the 80 million abs.
This man.
Just do some laundry.
I don't get it. I used to think WWE had like some prime rib, but baby,
come over here.
This is it's the jeans. Mm-hmm. It's something about a man with no shirt on in jeans. I don't know. Shout out to Kevin Gates though. He was in the audience.
Oh yes. We will. Yes. See? For reasons, he just popped Tony Nese. Sure. They were in Atlanta. Is it the necklace for you? About Tony Nese?
It is the necklace though. It is definitely.
Yeah, who's he hanging out with now?
It's something about the Wranglers with the brown belt. It's very lumberjack. It's very. I'm gonna say it. If I didn't think he did wrestling, I would think he did porn.
That's not where I thought we were going. Oh, so good. Well, there's a fine line in wrestling of looks, and it is what it is.
There's a fine line, all right.
And then, anyways, Sterling got cake on his face.
They do this man so wrong.
Yeah, but like he's a good sport about it.
Yeah.
I would do if you know what this is what I would do if I was like in a company. I would like to do dumb things like this. I
Like,
really would. I'll be honest. I would get cake on me. I
wow.
would fool Vicky Guerrero and like get cake on me, do silly things. I would. Why not? I'm not afraid of looking like a fool. So
I'm scared. I always want to know, like, how do they, like, what's the procedure after cake is in your eyes? Like, oh.
that's true. You gotta like somebody gotta help you out.
Whose job is that?
Someone's job.
Bobby said he would eat the cake. Eat the cake, anime. Because me, I'm not. Can't do it.
So that was fun. Did you like the segment?
I did. I wish the cake would have been thrown on Tony Nese, though.
He doesn't eat cake. He can't go near a carb.
Well, no, like, you know. Why not? But no, I did. I thought it was very cool to see the influence that we got all through the night. You know, first Kevin Gates and everything, and I genuinely thought this was a good segment. I think they're starting to evolve in matches, segments, different stuff. I really do think that we're seeing, especially with a segment like this, we're seeing a lot of growth in AEW. Mm-hmm. So I enjoyed it. I thought it was hilarious. And you can't have who has a thorough celebration? Some shit gotta happen.
Exactly.
So
I knew it. I said, why did they get them a basic sheet cake from Costco? Yeah. Like, I was like, these men aren't like sheet cake. You get a good cake for them.
Do y'all have Publix out there?
No.
No? Okay, they have some of the best cakes.
Okay. So I'm gonna take your word for it. I mean, not to knock a sheet cake, you know.
Yeah, not to
knock a Costco. I am a Costco girl, but so okay. You just let me say my piece because I had a great time watching this. These are my boys.
I'm just worried about Santana.
Santana, hold it till I'm done. I love my Dark Order babies. They are precious. They need to be protected. They are a fun, good time. Love them. Yes, I am in the Dark Order. Okay, we had Butch and the Blade, Johnny Hungy, and the Backstreet Boy t-shirt that you can't see, but he was rocking it, and I love that for him. Oh, yes. Santana, stop.
It's just the Butch that like
well,
because
there
were some tweets about Pete Dunne.
Mm-hmm.
And when people saw the Butch, they were like, "Oh shit, crossover."
Well, it's dumb because like he's the butcher, so they're like their thing is like to make it's a joke.
Yeah, triggering.
So again, this is what happens in wrestling Twitter. Things get out of context. You see one thing, you think it's something else. I thought it was a good time. They just wanted to be friends. Johnny Hungy, big fan of me. Wanted to be friends with the butcher. They don't want to be friends. But our favorite cowboy came and saved them. We love to see it. I'm just happy that he is with his friends again.
Your favorite cowboy.
My favorite cowboy. Yes. The people's cowboy. My favorite anxious millennial cowboy. Yes. I had a great time with this segment. I loved it.
Damn.
Love them. Love all of them. Butcher the Blade, great.
I do love Butcher and the Blade though. I really do. I miss Bunny. We haven't seen Bunny in a while. But I do. I enjoy the name. I like the name concept and they're believable.
Yeah, they're scary as hell.
They're scary as hell. But I'm glad listen, Al, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I had fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
I love to see them on my TV. I like shenanigans. I like silly things. And I like to see Hangman saving his friends. I like friendship.
There we go.
That's what I have to say about it. So next, we had Evil Genius Christian Cage with his new pet friend. I don't know, whatever you call it. Luchasaurus versus the Varsity Blondes. It went how you would think it would go.
Obviously. I
Obviously.
like the Varsity Blondes though.
I feel like they kind of just got forgotten, but good to see
Yeah.
them on Dynamite. Because after they lost Julia, they had a little bit, then it was like they lost their mojo. So
Yeah.
maybe they need to change a gimmick or something. They need something.
Hmm.
You know, I don't know. They need something.
They should try to kidnap Julia.
Ooh. Yeah, they were just like, well, she's gone now.
She's gone. Like fuck.
All right. Well, she
Do
made
you
a choice.
think that Christian and Luchasaurus are gonna go after Swerve in the Glory?
Well, we'll
I
see.
mean,
We'll see. So we won. We were having a good time, being evil, booing, look everybody booing in the back. Then we heard a familiar song,
mm,
and I don't know what happened picture, but I had a good picture. But we got the return of one Jungle Boy, and I gasped. That was the first. I was like, oh, what are we doing? Like, I was not expecting a Jungle Boy return. At
mean,
first, I thought it was like a haha, gotcha. He's not here because it took a
that would
second
have
for.
been awful.
I really thought that Christian was because he's such a dick.
Yeah, Heel Christian is on a whole different level.
So good.
Like he makes you hate him.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Put them in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Really make them like toughen up, or you know what I mean? Like have people really believe them. I could see that.
But Jungle Boy's back.
Jungle Boy is back. We had a little stare down between these two. But they teamed up. They said, no. Our friendship is stronger than Christian's evil brain. And then Christian ran off. How are you feeling about this?
I don't like Christian running off. I don't.
Seems a little sus.
And it makes me wonder who the hell he's going to get.
Yeah.
Because obviously, this is back.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know what Luchasaurus looks under that mask.
Have you not seen that?
No.
I'll go look it up. He was on Big Brother. I've heard people say, I don't know if I believe it, but that he looks like Matthew Justice from GCW, like kind of in that vibe.
That's your boy right there.
That is my boy.
What season of Big Brother was he on?
Oh, I don't remember. It was a while. It was before might have been before he was wrestling, or because I think before he was signed to WWE, I believe.
Oh
Not
wow.
mistaken.
Not what I was expecting. I'm disappointed, but hey, here we are.
You're like, when? But
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
do you think this is a ploy? Do you think Christian running off is a trick, and then these two are not?
Possibly Luchasaurus just tries to play like everything is back to normal, and then he just gun hoes and just attacks Jungle Boy altogether.
I could see that. Because you know what? I was kind of feeling evil Luchasaurus.
Same. I'm a big heel. Like I love heel. So
like it broke my heart because I love them.
yeah.
Like, but also I was like, you know what? Kind of into it. But we'll see.
But what if Jungle Boy turns heel?
Jungle Man. That would be plot twist. It'd be interesting to see him work heel.
And we got some news here from Baron von Rachi. He says, Bobby, word is that's where Junior is headed, to ROH.
Yeah, again, that makes sense.
I don't know.
It makes sense. So then we have our FTW Open Challenge with the well, you know what? It's weird that this is why they put him on this episode. It's Shark Week. They resurrected him from the ocean. You know, they were looking for sharks for a Shark Week episode. They found him. This is what happened.
And it says week 2. That's so weird.
Yeah, it's week 2, but night 3.
Ah,
Hmm.
I see
Yep.
what you did there.
Yep. Hmm.
Use
So
your
we
brain.
had to.
I
Yep.
wasn't.
It's fine. You just got off of work. It'd be like that. But yes, he's back from the dead. I love wrestling deaths, so I'm here for it.
Same with Kiera Hogan. Kiera Hogan was sent to the Undead Realm in Impact,
That is
and
true.
they dropped her ass off in AEW Dark.
Hmm.
So it happens. But Ricky Starks, man, damn.
Oh well, you'll be happy in a second.
Okay.
You'll be welcome. You'll all be welcome in a second. I do this for the people. I am a woman of the people. Give you what you want. There was no Wardlow tonight. I'm sorry, but I will give you Ricky Starks tonight, y'all.
Sorry,
Um,
Wrestling Wind Down.
sorry, Lo.
Get the merch.
Yes. It is limited. There'll be a new drop coming soon. She previewed it. But I'm glad the FTW title is being defended because
Yeah.
sometimes we forget it's there. There you go. Ricky won.
I've never wanted to be Cole Carter in my life.
You're welcome, internet. I do. Again, I am a woman of the people. Give you what you want.
I hope he holds that title forever, though.
Yeah,
I really.
absolutely.
He's a great champion.
Yes. He said, hey, I'm not done with the night. I'm going to have another open challenge. And who accepted the challenge but Danhausen?
That's so crazy.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, I heard the music and I was like, ooh, I love Danhausen. And then, but it was great because he does a great. Also, Ricky does a great Danhausen impression.
Hmm.
What can't he do?
You almost got me there, Al.
What can Ricky do? That's a segment.
That is a segment, because that's the way that man is sculpted. I just don't understand.
Yeah, I was trying to get another good opening shot, but last week I had a good one, but we'll see Danhausen and Ricky Starks next week for the FTW Championship at Fight for the Fallen. Yep.
Bobby said he was expecting Kip Sabian.
Ooh, my other boo, Kip Sabian.
Sabian, sorry.
It's fine. He's been popping up. He has that box on his head. It'd be interesting to see him back. I could see that.
Yeah.
I miss him. I miss him in Penelope.
Okay. I'm starting to find out who your boos are over here. So.
I'll sneak him in. Yeah. Then we had FTR. Just good job, boys.
Yeah.
Draped in gold. Dax talking about like his family and his little girl. I was like, oh, my heart. Like
It was a really pivotal moment because I know people say things like, "Oh, wrestling's fake," blah blah blah. And then you have the 7-star FTR now making this feel so inevitable, and to the point where it becomes more about the passion versus versus the booking or the script or whatever it may be. And you have some really great talkers in AEW, and FTR is at the top of that list. When you talk about tag teams, like just pro wrestling in general, FTR is at this moment the greatest tag team. Now I know some people are going to say the Usos, some people are going to say the Street Profits over in WWE, even the Briscoes, even Motor City Machine Guns. But in this moment today, I do believe that FTR is the greatest tag team in professional wrestling. I don't see anyone with the ability. Like there's just an over exceeding amount of grace, compassion, Will, like they are just so they're really good, and I cannot wait for them. I cannot wait to see them, honestly.
Yeah, that's gonna be such a good 2 out of 3 falls. It's gonna be insane. They're gonna go crazy.
They're gonna go crazy.
But I think you're right. Like I was not into them in WWE. NXT, WWE, I was like, I don't get it. I don't like it.
Yeah,
Stupid. Like when it was just like no flips, just I was like, I don't like these. This is stupid. That's not. And then when I got here, I was so like, okay, cool, good for you. They did nothing for me.
yeah,
But like this year, they like leveled up to like people like were like, I'm gonna get behind you.
yeah.
It's just organically, not like they didn't do anything different.
Mm-mm.
And they've done nothing different, but everybody's like, yes, I am on board.
I
Like,
think in WWE they were held back,
mm-hmm.
and I think now they're on just a different level.
Yeah.
They got better, and because if you remember, they were in that like really horrible gimmick and story with the Usos,
Mm-hmm.
where they were caught like shaving one another. If you
Yeah.
remember,
Yeah. Oh, I remember.
it's awful.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was just, and at the time, so like for them to be doing that, like top guy stuff, I'm like, you're not showing me you're a top guy if you're being like in this silly, like, I don't know. But yeah, I'm so. See, I was still not into them in NXT. Like,
They were good, but they didn't give me a reason.
Yeah, they were just wrestlers, and that doesn't
Yeah.
gravitate towards me. Like I'm not a just a wrestler kind of person.
See, and I am,
Yeah.
but I do think that they wrestle. I just feel like they wrestle better now,
Mhm.
but they're also great talkers, and the believability is just there. I didn't. It wasn't that I didn't like them in WWE. It's just they didn't give me that reason.
They're just
Now
there.
there's a reason.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
were just there hanging out, but this
Yeah.
was like full of passion, and it wasn't in a like whiny like, oh my family does. It was like she's kicking ass, and I'm gonna be like her, like
Yeah.
to be vulnerable and be like, put your business out there, like
Yeah.
that's a lot. Good for you. I'm,
Yeah.
we're all glad she's like healthy. Like good for
Yeah.
her. Like so, good job, boys.
Boys.
And here we are. This took us forever to get to here. Originally a trios match.
Do we
Layla.
know why?
No, they just said Layla wasn't cleared to wrestle, available to wrestle. Something happened. I don't know what happened. So Stokely said Chris cannot be at ringside. This was what the promo was saying. We got a cute little promo with all the girls. They did set their intentions for Chris to be women's champion
Mm.
and for Athena to go after the TBS championship. Just thought was interesting. So this was a little interesting foreshadowing. I don't know what we're doing. I like it. I love seeing Willow Nightingale. I love that they give her promo time. Like
Willow's good.
she's so good.
She's really good. Her match with Deanna during the Champ Challenge was probably one of the best besides her match with Lady Frost and Giselle Shaw. And I think that a lot of the whole talk is like sign Willow, sign Willow, sign Willow, but I don't think she's going to get the same treatment. And I think that if you jump the gun and you sign her, she's going to miss out on a lot of other things. And when I say miss out, I mean when you're booked so heavy in a promotion like AEW that still allows you to go to indies and do other things, you're taken away from certain things. And I don't know. I'm not too like Renee Michelle talked about this when we interviewed her about, being not being signed and how much freedom she has and she can go wherever the hell she wants to go. I think if Willow does end up signing with AEW, we're gonna lose some of those pivotal matches. And one of the last matches we saw in ROH was her and Roxy, known as Roxanne now. And of course, we see how that happened. But I think that Willow should be in Ring of Honor. I think that should be the mold.
It feels like we're going that way.
Yeah.
But I'm just impressed that they haven't officially signed her, whatever they're doing with her, and they're still putting her on like a trust in her to be on camera and speak, and putting her in this group. Like they obviously, like, these are your currently your top people. Chris and Athena are in your main top TBS champion storyline. They're the main. Let's be real. This is the main women's feud right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
In AEW.
Absolutely. And I'm not the biggest Chris Statlander fan, but I do think that she will definitely be world champion one day.
Oh, yeah.
My only question is where does this leave someone like a Ruby? Or, it makes me wonder, because Athena has been consistently booked.
Mm-hmm.
Ruby Soho, she was booked, she won, she lost, she won, she lost, she went on dark, she got, like, it's been it hasn't been, but with Athena, it's been consistent. So that's the only reason why I say, like, let's hold off on the whole signing Willow Nightingale thing. She's one of the biggest baby faces in women's wrestling, though.
Oh my gosh, she's just like literally like rainbows and sunshine when you see her. Like,
oh yeah,
like, how do you not be happy when you see this woman on your television?
And just so beautiful.
She's
like
how?
God's favorite.
So we had our match, our tag team match. Stokely, Jade, Kiera took the red out of her hair, I see this week.
So you noticed.
I noticed. I see it. Who down in the back, Nickie? You see that Jermaine Dupri?
That is Jermaine Dupri in the back.
What?
Listen, my girl said it's currently not a blue head on the screen, so
Anyways, that's
Kiera Hogan. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
She did that.
She did.
And then these two, again, rainbows and sunshine.
Yeah.
I really like Athena's little jacket with a little.
I like the wings.
Yeah, like pop. It's cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's very her. It's very like gamer nerdy. Like, it's cool. She figured herself out. These two finally touched. These two finally had a big moment. We saw Jade knocked her into the ring steps, which I don't know if that was supposed to happen, but I went, ooh, that was pretty. That was ugly.
Yeah, Jade looked like she can knock a bitch out. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Athena is by far one of the best wrestlers in the industry. I think that Jade just looks like she will kick the shit out of you.
Yeah, it's just brute strength. She's just gonna. She don't care. It's not being pretty. It's. I looked at her sideways and I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry, ma'am, no.
This picture is hilarious, though.
Right?
Hilarious.
Again, you're welcome, internet. Again, Jermaine Dupri just wanted to pop in with Stokely. This is what happens. This is what happens when they're AEW.
All-star game in AEW tonight, honey. Kevin Gates, Jermaine Dupri, honey, Stokely, even hell. Crazy.
They didn't even do this when they were in LA. Again, Jade wins. She beats Willow. It doesn't hurt Willow. Athena still looked great. Like, it looked like we're still going.
But Athena couldn't take the pin.
No. so it's fine. Um, Nickie, you're welcome.
I was gonna wait,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Here we go.
I believe, and this is just my opinion, I believe that Jamie Hayter is the best one of the best wrestlers in this company. And I don't think that she gets enough credit. Here's my issue with this though. Thunder Rosa is obviously speaking Spanish. And Tony Storm is sitting over there nodding like she knows what the hell's going on. Tony, kiss my ass.
She's being supportive.
Kiss my ass. You had no idea what the hell she was saying, okay?
Well,
Now,
like, sometimes you just know the feeling. She's like, yeah, she's gonna rough her up. I get it. She can't, she's being supportive. Okay.
now listen, I know this is your girl, right? Recently, Thunder Rosa came in with the whole me and Britt are like The Rock versus Stone Cold feud, right? And Britt decides to respond. She responded, and the video clip is out, and it's hilarious. The funniest part about it is that we don't know if Britt is in kayfabe or if Britt is really shooting the shit at Thunder Rosa. She says that basically, and I'm paraphrasing, we will actually. I don't have to paraphrase.
Oh.
I forgot. I actually did.
You write it down?
I screenshotted it.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. So regarding the whole Thunder Rosa comparing them, whatever, Britt says no. I think Thunder Rosa should talk the least amount as possible in wrestling and in interviews and in everything, and the world would be a better place because she sounds stupid all the time when she says anything. That's what I think. And then she smiles. No, I don't compare myself to people like The Rock and Austin or anything like that. In character, sure, I think I'm better. Dr. Britt Baker DMD is better than anybody. But when we're talking realistic storyline settings, I don't think anything right now that I could do would be on that level. Someday, I hope so. Maybe, and I hope and pray that I can have the type of impact on the wrestling world. But Thunder Rosa, most of the time when she opens her mouth, something stupid comes out. Al, I'm sorry for that. That was a quote from the Dr. Britt Baker DMD. I don't know if it's kayfabe or not, but it was a lot. That was her response. And obviously she doesn't believe that their feud is on that level. And honestly, I don't either.
I don't think so either.
I don't either. But I also think that when it comes to The Rock, and I say The Rock, because people, and this is just my opinion, I think that people consider The Rock to be this phenomenal athlete and a great talker, even though his time in WWE was what it was. And I think that people sometimes misconstrue his wrestling with him being an actual Hollywood star. And so for me, I'm not the biggest Stone Cold fan. I'm not the biggest Rock fan either. But when you go back and look at it, I think a lot of people, and I could be wrong, but this is just my opinion, respect The Rock more for the Hollywood Rock versus his actual in-ring ability.
The Rock, in hindsight, I was a kid.
Yeah.
In the Attitude Era, I'm 10. When I saw The Rock, it was great. It was moves. That's what you remember. And sometimes that's all you need in wrestling. I remember a people's elbow. I remember, moments. But The Rock, again, not the best wrestler.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Honestly,
neither is Trish Stratus.
Oh my God, please don't.
Because... And I love Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus is my queen. But her wrestling is amazing, but you have to set it in that time.
Yeah, she wouldn't keep up with half of the women today, and
that's not shade. That is just a different time and a different style of wrestling.
And I love chaos. I love chaos. Yeah. But I think the people's elbow is one of the stupidest finishers in wrestling history. It's electrifying, it's sports entertainment, I get it, but it's honestly the most idiotic shit ever. And like I was more of a China, I was more of a Triple H. I know a lot of people really didn't care for him, but yeah. And Jamie brings up a good point. The Rock charisma is more than his ring ability. Charisma is a big deal in wrestling, or it was, especially in that era. So that's a good point. But how long do you really think Thunderstorm's going to be around as a team?
I don't know. Okay, it seems like it could be a short time. Okay, in
Yeah.
theory, it feels like a short time.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're seeing a lot of tag teams forming
Mm-hmm.
in the same vein as the men keep finding friends to be friends with.
Mm.
So, again, I have been saying this for weeks. Tag titles look like they're coming soon. Because we got announced on Rampage this week, Britt and Jamie are going to be in tag action.
Against who?
No, I don't know. Some jobbers.
Jobbers.
So it's in my seeing it on paper, I'd be like, oh, they're not gonna last, obviously, but it feels like they might last. If Thunder Rosa is gonna defend her championship next week against Mayu Yamashita. I wrote that down phonetically, so I didn't say it wrong. And Fight for the Fallen, because she did earn her title shot last week in Japan. So that's gonna be a fun match. Disappointing that it's on Dynamite, but we expected it, so
yeah,
is what it is. And I got worried though. I got worried that tag team match. This is when I got worried because I was like, we haven't seen our women's champion, we haven't seen Britt. Then they gave this, and I was like, okay. I got nervous.
Save us.
I was like, oh boy. But like we said, it does feel like Willow might be Ring of Honor bound, which is fine. Great, love that for her. She's gonna be fighting Allison Kay. That just got announced. So that's gonna be.
I'm actually so I'll be representing Women's Wrestling Talk tomorrow. We will be doing the media briefing. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully, my question gets answered. I'm gonna ask, is this gonna turn into a number one contenders match? Will there be any? Is there any reasoning behind Allison Kay and Willow having their match? And then is there a possible we're going to see Allison Kay in Ring of Honor? Because obviously the Hex recently lost their titles and Allison has kind of been on a solo run. She faced Kaylin last week. Kaylin King, I think is her name, last week on NWA, and she suffered a loss. But now we're seeing her in ROH, which makes me think a lot of the women do their rounds. Will we see Allison Kay pop up in Impact, back in Impact, obviously? But I don't know the basis of this match, and I'm really curious to see what was the thought process or what is the correlation in this match. So yeah, it was Kaylin King, NWA.
Yeah, I saw this and I was like, did I Allison Kay? Oh, okay. Sure. Like, I'm gonna enjoy this match, but why are we doing it?
Yeah. And here we are.
I
don't know if it's to give us another women's match on the card, since this is now the second women's match on the card. But I'm hoping that this turns into a number one contenders match.
It would make sense. It would definitely make sense just for that to happen. And if that is, then I could see obviously Willow going over because it would make sense for her to go against Mercedes. Oh, did I just make that prediction?
It would, because let's just be honest. She lost to Roxanne, who was known at that time as Roxy, who after the match, the virtuoso Deonna Purrazzo, pops up. I happened to be at the last match that, not the final battle, but I actually got to see Deonna Purrazzo and Roxanne have their champ versus champ match, winner take all. I was surprised, but I also didn't know that Roxanne was going to be moving towards WWE. And now we see she's in one of the biggest storylines in NXT 2.0 as of now. So could this be a way of, after all this, Willow getting her redemption? So
I see it. Also,
yeah,
we'll like to see Miranda Alizé or Trish Adora at Ring of Honor. I would like to see it.
Miranda Alizé is a fan of someone who's not very popular right now. So
But I
she
mean,
she just had a match with them over the weekend.
don't bring your friend, bring yourself.
Hurricane Pro Wrestling, I believe, is the promotion. Miranda Alizé versus Tessa Blanchard.
Whoop! You said it. Just don't bring your friend. Just you come alone. You're invited.
No,
No
if she
plus one. No plus ones.
if she did pop up though, like I'm not gonna lie to you, if if she pops up at ROH on Saturday, people are going to leave.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I don't see that happening.
Me neither.
I absolutely do not see Tony doing that.
But this is the same woman that people said that she would never get an American booking again. She would have to go find work in Mexico.
Yes. But I also think Tony doesn't want to deal with that backlash. He's pulled people off of shows with other predators, I'm not saying she's a predator, I'm saying she's not a good person. He's found out they were like, somebody was booked. That is not okay. That is not cool. We don't speak about this person. And he said, nope, my people are not going to be on this show.
Take them off.
Take them off.
He's very conscious, and I will say he's ethical.
Yeah.
Now, I know a lot of people may disagree with everything that transpired with Big Swole, but she came out and there were some things that were cleared up and everything too. And I know Britt even got some backlash from that as well. Defending Tony. She was one of the main ones. So I think that he's young and he's learned from things, but I do think it would be absolutely like
he's not touching that.
Yeah.
He's not touching that with a 10-foot pole. Vince McMahon, maybe, but not.
Oh God. You know what?
He took the heat off himself.
Before all of this, I thought that she was going to be the one to take down Charlotte Flair. I really did.
Well, she could have if she didn't do the thing.
Well, allegedly be a racist. And be a bully too. Let's not, because I know a lot of people want to focus on one and not focus on the other. Chelsea Green has made it very clear that she was hard to work with and she was a bully in backstage. So I guess we'll just see, because that is whew.
There are plenty of other people.
We'll leave that up for WWE Live Monday through Thursdays here, live on Twitch, exclusively at Women's Wrestling Talk, Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. Central.
Well, I would like to see, we've said it, maybe King Coda comes out.
Oh, girl, don't give me a heart attack.
That's a good person. That's great. Love to see that.
Don't give me a heart attack. I think
plot twist at Sasha Banks.
Girl, these people are crazy. I think Sasha, what would be so funny is if Sasha shows up at WoW.
Ooh, yeah.
No one's thinking that, right? But I do think, isn't it Starcast? Not Starcast, but it's in January, the big Stardom.
Stardom, yeah. Stardom's going to be touring. Well, see, the thing is, Stardom's touring with New Japan, or going to do American tours. So they're going to integrate it to be American. So I could see her going to Stardom because she loves Japanese style.
She does.
It would be great for them to be like, ta-da, here's your biggest American star. It would make so much sense. I'll be there. They're in California all the time. New Japan loves California because it's easy to fly to.
So easy.
Yeah, well, in theory, it's easier than going all the way to the other side. They got the dojo, so it would be. I could see it.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there. But yes, Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor. This is 0 hour, so this is their pre-show.
Hmm.
So we'll see. And you in Santana will be talking all about it.
We will. We will be here to talk about everything. I'm just seeing this whole I'm just now seeing the whole Jay White stuff, so that's
Just
what I was looking at.
I put this in here just to break it up because I love a Shark Week theme.
You got to. You
You
got to.
know,
Who better, right?
I love a theme. We've established I like ridiculousness and a theme. So thank you AEW for just really going in on the silliness.
Absolutely.
So our main event.
Oh Lord.
We made it. We made it this far. Barbed wire everywhere. But you know what? This graphic again, great graphics.
Great graphic. Looks good. Looks amazing.
I mean, just if you don't look at Jericho's face because it's truly frightening.
Is it?
Painmaker. Painmaker's gross. All versions of Jericho's gross, but Painmaker, woof. Woof.
Crazy.
So Ruby Soho was hanging out on the sidelines. She had control of the cage. She had the key, and like I don't know why she had that power.
Don't give her shit else.
This is again, stop. She's not a damsel in distress. She doesn't need to be with these boys. I don't like it. I want her to do something else. I don't like her hanging out with them. I don't like it. Like, I guess great that you found something for her to do, but I really hate this. I don't like it for her.
Yeah.
She was sitting there, and I was like, stupid. They had this barbed wire match, literally, and Jericho Appreciation Society was in the cage that she was controlling. It was crazy, throwing themselves everywhere. But then in the middle of the match, we thought this was straight up pretty balanced. Tay Conti beats up, and then we see Anna Jay, and then this happens.
Tay and
Anna.
Jay.
Tay J's back. Yes.
Tay J back.
What?
I'm gonna be very honest. AEW does some very predictable shit, but this, not gonna lie, I popped. Like, I was like, because I live for a good heel turn.
Yeah.
But this right here was unexpected. Like, I figured, like, with Cora Jade, I figured she was gonna turn. Like, attack outside. Obviously, it's Cora. And then I thought that it was going to be some way, somehow, that Cora Jade was actually going to, be in the match. That was like the only turn that I didn't see. I didn't think Roxanne was actually going to come back. But with this,
yeah.
Is this, so she's done? Like, she's done with Dark Order?
Apparently, which is just, this is what hurts the most. Again, as a Dark Order, like, these boys brought you into their family when you were nothing. They turned you into the Queen Slayer. And you do this out of nowhere for Tay Conti and the Jericho Appreciation Society. What?
What was the philosophy? I mean, what was the thought that went into this?
And we didn't even get like any tease. Like, she could have been with Dark Order when they had that backstage. She was like nowhere. She's been with them this whole time, and she's just like, okay, bye.
I gotta ask, who do you think? Because obviously they're about to run havoc on Ruby, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think Ruby has to help her?
Ooh.
Does she go back and get her fellow Ruby squad? What were they? The right
Squad.
Jesus.
I would not like to see that. Um,
Could she go? Does she have anybody in this company that she could actually like? Because if this was Impact, let's just be honest. Eddie Kingston will be beating the shit out of NJ.
oh my god,
100%.
I would love to see that.
100%. 100%. Because let's be honest. When Chelsea Green and Mickey James had their feud, Matt Cardona was beating the shit out of Mickey James too. He didn't give a damn. You gonna touch my wife? I'm gonna touch your ass. Okay? And not for your enjoyment. So it just made me think automatically like who's gonna help Ruby? Who who haven't we seen? Because like people are paired up right now, so it makes a lot of people think that they're gonna get tag team belts, right?
This is also this is what made the tipping point, especially putting them back together. So
Yeah,
we're like the OG tag team of AEW.
this is like the tipping point.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, like this is like wait, like at first I'm kind of like, oh shit, Jade and Kiera, Marina, I can't never say her name right,
Marina and Nyla,
and Nyla, Thunderstorm,
Britt and Jamie.
Britt and Jamie.
We have TJ back. We have a full this.
Like we have a slew of tag teams at this point, women tag team, not factions, but actual tag team, legitimate friends, legitimately built segment. We literally saw 3 of the women tag team, well, 4 of the women, well, shit, 5 if you include Athena and Willow.
Yes.
And then honestly, it's really Athena and Chris Statlander.
Mm-hmm.
So who does Ruby like?
Abaddon.
Oh shit.
Yes. My first thought was Sarah, and I said, no, I don't want to see those dreads on my TV. Then I said Abaddon. Spooky, it would be. I like that.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. You don't see her much. Riho and like Sheeta could be a tag team automatically because people love that kind of. Pretty easy. You could do something. You can find lots of things. It's going to be interesting. It's interesting. Is Anna in Jericho Appreciation Society, or is this like when Ty was hanging out with Dark Order but not in the Dark Order?
Mm.
Is she just friend of Jericho Appreciation Society?
This could be a way of introducing someone, though.
Who? The only person that makes sense is Sarah.
Yeah.
Does she want to wrestle full time?
Does
my
she?
opinions invalid.
Control your narrative.
Oh, see.
But I mean, AEW is the land of indies, so maybe it could just be like a one-off. How like remember Sarah Logan came back, and then her and Liv hugged, and then we never saw her again.
Yeah, Liv sent her off. Said bye.
She's like, "Bitch, I gotta go get my title."
I don't need you anymore. That's cute.
Like, it's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. I don't know though. Abaddon would actually be nice.
Yeah.
It would be. It actually would be.
Yeah, Chris and Athena, because Willow's gonna go to Ring of Honor, do her thing over there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I could see that.
I don't know. Poor Ruby though.
Yeah, like again, why is she the damsel in distress? Why is everyone hating on her? What did she do?
I think they're trying to make her out to be like a big threat. But I've always said this. If they were going to do anything with Ruby, they should have let her be the one to defeat Britt.
Mm-hmm. It was right there. Right there.
But listen, don't give me the...
What do we know?
Okay.
So after that, Anna got control of the cage. I don't know why there's all these buttons and weird. I don't know what's happening on that, but she looks very happy to be controlling that.
I was looking at the guy's shirt. I'm like, who the hell does he have on there?
Ty, this is a Paul Heyman Royal Rumble situation. She couldn't figure out how to use keys. Someone help her. They just had to just wiggle out at one point. to get out of the shark cage. They said, "Forget it. We don't have time. You messed up the spot." Um, she looks confused. She's never used
She
keys.
really does.
She someone help her.
She really does.
Then this chaos ensued. All of also just Jericho Appreciation Society and their summer best, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Um, Jericho won, but this is how the show ended.
I'm so confused because who really wins here?
I mean, I got to see Jericho go through barbed wire, which is
Yeah.
just, we like to see that. But it was weird for Jericho to win. Sammy came out, and he lives, I guess. Um, it's weird. It's weird for him to win. I don't know what number of wins we're on.
For Jericho?
Yeah,
It is
it's
kind of,
very imbalanced.
it's almost like he books his own, like, it's like this is his promotion and he would be the one to like book himself to win everything.
Saying it's a little WCW.
I did watch a very interesting interview that he did. I don't know, it seemed recent. It was shared by the female locker room, and he said that China was terrible to work with and that she thought that she was good and she really wasn't. Vince made comments and said, "Don't treat her like a woman, treat her like a wrestler." And he said he never got credit for putting her over. And I mean, China is literally the reason why I even like wrestling in a whole. And I had to take a step back for a minute and I had to like reevaluate some things and then go watch it again. And I do believe that China was much better with the men. And I do believe that China's best opponent, like one of the best opponents, the best opponent that China had was Jericho. I do believe that.
Yeah.
Besides Jeff Jarrett, I think that her matches with Jeff and her matches with Jericho and her matches with other men were just a little greater because sadly, this isn't the only time we've heard this before about China. But I just thought that
Why? Why?
he was asked about it, but Jericho has a way of
Reviving history.
and just being very chauvinistic. He can
Yeah.
be very chauvinistic. Um and sometimes with Jericho it is a pissing contest. So I just thought tonight particularly I wanted to see him lose. And I never root for Eddie Kingston, let me just say that. But
Don't.
it's an interview. Check it out. It's out now. I know. And with that being said, interviews here at Women's Wrestling Talk, we've actually done interviews with Ruby and Anna Jay as well. So make sure you check those out. But yeah, I don't know. He just it kind of that
It puts a bad taste in your mouth. It's like
it does.
it's just like some people should stop talking, or I should have never heard people talk.
Yeah.
Jericho needs to stop talking. Undertaker, I should have never known anything about him.
Yeah.
There's just I don't need to hear some things,
Undertaker's a fucking like
Yeah.
ugh.
Yes. But that was Dynamite. Yes.
That's it.
That is. That's really what I want to know why. I hope we get answers next week.
We definitely gonna get something.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're gonna get. Maybe we'll get some tag team titles.
We're getting close to All Out. When are you going to introduce these? I would,
Do you think they're coming?
I definitely feel they're coming. After tonight, they're coming. Because we literally just counted 5 tag teams. We could also fantasy book a bunch other.
And Dark too.
Yeah, we got Dark. We just showed Allison Kane for Ring of Honor.
Literally called out
Hello.
the room. So
just Allison Kane Ring of Honor. Bring your tag team partner. You can bring the Hex back. Like
the Hex and AEW would actually snap though.
There's a lot of possibilities.
So many.
Yes, that one. follow, like, subscribe, share, all of the things.
You know,
You know, stay
another
100.
Wednesday night, Al.
Yeah, I had a great time, and I'm glad we're getting stuff to talk about that's
Yeah,
not the men.
I know. I
I'm
know.
happy. I was worried tonight.
Yeah.
And it was 6 o'clock my time, and I was like, I have not seen a single lady here, and
It's kind of weird.
yeah.
Well, you
You
guys.
gotta stick to your time. Stick to that, like pre 8:30, 6:30, 9:30, whatever
Yeah.
time you're watching it. You got to stick to that time because that's when the women go on. That's the only time ladies can wrestle.
Just skip the first hour and just 10,
No,
8.
watch Darby and Brody though.
Oh, yeah. That was a good match.
That was really good.
The card is super stacked for Death Before Dishonor, which is going to be Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a post show. We will be talking a lot into the history of Mercedes and Serena Deeb, not just in AEW, their history in wrestling as a whole. We also have Allison Kay versus Willow Nightingale. We have a lot of matches on that card that we will discuss. I really haven't honestly taken a look.
So Claudio is going for the Ring of Honor Championship against Jonathan Gresham. Obviously, FTR and the Briscoes. They announced Dalton Castle will be wrestling with the boys in a 6-man against what is Bateman's faction? What is that faction? But you know what I'm talking about. So they will be there. That's gonna be awesome. I love Dalton Castle and the boys, so very excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good match. I know. Does Jay Lethal have a match?
Yes, he's fighting Samoa Joe for the TV title.
That's gonna go off.
Oh my god.
Jonathan
Joe's returning.
Claudio though is gonna go off.
Oh, Claudio.
Mercedes and Serena gonna go off. So I'm very excited. Before we get out of here, you guys, I'm gonna give you guys a quick rundown of everything that we have. Of course, for those who are on Eastern Standard Time, like myself, make sure you guys check out later on today. We have NXT 2.0 and NXT UK recap. We also have the Impact show, post show with the Salt Shakers. So make sure you check that out. The Vex, Chelsea Green and Deonna Purrazzo will be debuting new music, new entry. Okay, I got this from this lady.
Wait a minute. The door is open. If we get women's tag team titles in AEW.
Well, listen,
I'm just saying in the future.
I have
I'm just
to
saying
go and read some stuff about that because I don't think the relationship between AEW and Impact is. I don't think.
Well, it could. I'm just fantasy booking. Okay.
No. Listen,
There's never say never in wrestling.
If Deonna and Chelsea Green pop up together, now Deonna's already been in AEW on my birthday, by the way. But if Chelsea and Deonna pop up, I don't know what I would realistically do. Like if they had a tournament and they had 7 teams and it was 8 teams and there was one more team.
Thinking of a Joker. They love gambling.
Oh, freaking out. That's the one company that Chelsea Green just has not touched.
Sure.
GCW,
been there.
Impact. Yeah. It's crazy.
Maybe one day. I'm just saying. I just thought of that.
I like how you think, Al, because listen, you're gonna have me having a heart attack.
Sorry, continue.
On
Friday.
I also know that we're gonna have a post show on Friday for AEW Rampage and SmackDown. We'll be back Saturday night at 11:30 p.m. Central Time. Me and Santana and whoever wants to pop in. Death Before Dishonor.
There you go.
Listen. I'm gonna try to figure it out. I will let Al know about this, but we're probably going to do a early morning Turnbuckle Glam show on Sunday, so I can get my ass on the road and see Trey. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna sleep on it tonight. Tomorrow is Thursday. I'm gonna sleep on it tonight. I'm gonna figure everything out, and then we'll see. But Turnbuckle Glam will for sure happen on Sunday. But it might be at 9 a.m. PST time 11 a.m. Central Time.
Okay, I was gonna say if you say 9 a.m. Central, I'm not gonna make it at 7 a.m. I was gonna be like, mm-mm.
Even make that. I'm trying to time it to where I get ready, we do the show, and I hop right on the road because I actually have to work that night. And so I'm gonna go 3 hours, and then I'm gonna drive 3 more hours, and then as soon as Trey, as soon as Trey is done, I'm gonna leave. So fingers crossed, he's the first match. And yes, if anybody is worrying, if anybody is wondering, Trey Miguel is worth 6 hours of driving. Okay, I don't give a fuck. With that being said, Monday we'll be back. Of course, Monday Night Raw post show. It's a celebration for Rey Mysterio, and it's also our take home episode for SummerSlam. On Tuesday, we have Ms. and Mrs. We also have Dish and Indies on Tuesdays. And then, of course, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we have the news, 5 p.m. Central. And then again, who knows? Al will be here,
I'll be here.
but we don't know.
So tune in to see who's gonna show up.
Tune in because after 4 weeks, that may be permanent. And if
she's injured with Ruby again, maybe with Anna Jay. It was Anna Jay.
I don't know, but you might get a new host here. Who knows? We thought last week this was going to be my last week at AEW, and it wasn't, obviously. Okay. And Al I don't know what the hell she did with the locker room this week, but it's rainbows and just so pretty. Like everything is mopped, everything is clean. She told everyone to get their damn luggage off of the ground. And I'm so happy. I came in today. I was able to hang up my stuff and my gear and my title and everything. So I saw Britt. I spoke to Britt. I spoke to Jamie. 3 Tauruses in the building. The only person that can handle that is a true Virgo, and that's Al.
I told you.
Words before.
Listen, I told Tony, I said, sir. But the one thing he didn't give me was those Shark Week hats, and I'm still disappointed.
Yeah, no, send those over, dude.
Come on.
Fuck.
You know where we are. You know how to reach us. Hit up TK. She has our addresses.
Like, y'all send the media briefings.
Yeah. Hello.
I can't send no damn hats.
I just wanted a hat. That's really all. But again, yes, thank you for hanging out. We'll see what next week looks like. We're just playing it week by week. I don't know, but I'll be here next week. And again, yes, Al, 2 underscores.
Give me a hell yeah.
That just warms my heart. Follow my podcast, Kayfabe Queens. Bunch of footage from Hood Slam last weekend. It got crazy. I'll be in Merced, California, Saturday for Best of the West. Again, the first ever Best of the West Women's Championship will be crowned on Saturday. Christina Von Eerie versus Sage Sin and former WWE superstar. Yep, Katie Lee. If you remember Katie Lee, Katarina, she will be there. She is the commissioner of the women's division, so we'll be there. Yes, we'll be out there. Gonna be a great show. Always a good time. So that's where to find me.
Exciting.
See you Sunday. See you Wednesdays. And if you did not watch, I hung out with Queen PR of those wrestling girls earlier today on Twitch. That was a fun time.
Wow.
Check it out on their Twitch channel. So
you must have read my mind because before we got out of here, I was literally going to. First of all, Lo made us some particular little miss that I woke up to this morning. Not only did that, during the Monday Night Raw show, well, was it Ms. and Mrs.? Oh, I don't know. I don't know when the hell it was. But during one of the post shows this week, Lo sends me a picture of Trey that was posted and deleted, and she made sure that I saw it, okay?
Listen, Lo is a real one for screen shot in before things get deleted. That is how we were blessed with War Daddy. Because
Okay.
she come through with them screenshots. She is
We
blessed.
love it. Shout out to the wrestling wind down. Shout out to Low. Shout out to those wrestling girls, Queen PR, and all the women that have been popping out in and out of the news as well. We have seen, child. If you ain't seen Kane McCoy,
I've been popping in seeing y'all's feud.
we got beat. Okay, I hope he doesn't find those titles.
Oh no, did you freeze? Is she frozen? Oh no. I think we lost Nickie. All right. Well, Nickie's frozen. So I'm going to just end it. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next week. Whoever my partner will be. And don't forget, subscribe, like, all of the things. Oh, there we are.
Now he's messing with my Wi-Fi. Oh my God. That is fucking ridiculous. Well, you guys, thank you again for rocking with the best. Shout out to Al because she's been holding it down, being the lead host here. Y'all know normally that's what I do. But over here in AEW, I take a second seat, charge, and command, and I let Al do her thing.
I tried.
And I love it. Honestly, I really love it. And Al's been such a blessing over here at Women's Wrestling Talk with us, doing AEW, doing Turnbuckle Glam, just being so, interviews too. Don't forget,
Yes.
Shout
Shout out to Misty and Misty Marks last week in
Yeah.
Texas. And she's really sweet. That was a fun little interview I got to do. So
Last
I
minute,
got to do. Yep.
no one was trying to hop on. So I was like, wait, you still need somebody? Let me get
I had to check my calendar, I had, I don't know how much longer, but I'll pop in. You'll see me.
Listen,
You'll see this face everywhere.
she might pop in on Saturdays, y'all. So make sure y'all tune in. But thank you guys for rocking with Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. And don't forget, we have merch for your wear. It's available now. Until next time, as TK would say, ciao.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.